Hello, welcome to another Research Methods for the Biosciences screencast for Minitab. This screencast covers section 9.9 regressions, including 9.10 Model 1 Simple Linear Regression, section 9.12 Model 2 Principal Axis Regression, and section 9.13 Model 2 Ranged Principal Axis Regression. Regressions are done when you have a significant correlation between two variables and wish to derive an equation that allows you to forecast the value of one of the variables when you know the value of the other. Regressions on their own do not tell you if there is a correlation between the variables you are modelling. See section 9.5 in the book for further information. Regression analysis allows you to develop an equation in the form y equals a plus bx, where b is the slope of the line and a is the intercept. Please see the book for more details. So which regression should I use? There are two basic types of regression tests termed Model 1 and Model 2, and the model you use depends on the properties of your data. If you have total control of the x variable and measure the y variable, then you need to use a simple linear regression, sometimes called an ordinary least squares. If, however, you're going to be measuring both variables, you need a Model 2 regression. If the two variables you are measuring are on the same scale, such as human arm span and human height in centimeters, then you need to use a principal axis regression, sometimes called a major axis regression. However, if the two variables are on different scales, such as measuring the girth of a tree in meters and its age in years, then you need to use a ranged principal axis regression, sometimes called a reduced major axis regression. In Minitab, it is difficult to do Model 2 regressions, so in this screencast we're going to focus on Model 1 simple linear regression. If you need to do Model 2 regressions, can I suggest you check out the screencasts for regressions using the program R. I have loaded the data from table 9.11 into Minitab. I'm now going to perform a simple linear regression on it by tracking up to Stat and clicking. A drop-down menu appears. I'm going to track to regression and a sub-menu list appears. Track now to regression again and a second sub-menu list appears. You now need to click Fit Regression Model. A window opens. I now need to tell the program which variables I want to analyze. The first variable I'm going to consider is the continuous predictor. This is the variable we had control of, and in this case was the distance from the pylon. So I'm going to select distance from pylon and press the select button. As you can see, the variables entered into the continuous predictor box. I now need to consider the response variable. In this case, it was the zinc concentration that we measured. I'm going to select zinc concentration and press the select button. And again, zinc concentration is entered into the response box. I can now press OK. And we can see that Minitab gives us a very nice output. It tells us that the zinc concentration is equal to 737.6, which is the intercept, minus 92.4, which is the slope, times the distance from the pylon. I hope you found this screencast useful. For further information behind the theory or how to use the test, please consult the book. More information on how to use the programs can be found in our walkthrough web guides in the Resource Centre. Thank you for listening.